Hey everyone, this is another review. I just wanted to point this out just 4 days before Man of Steel comes out. Filmed in June 10th, and which is why I said we got 4 days, in case I upload this later. A DC Universe Superheroes of Superman Metropolis Showdown, and based on Man of Steel, coming in June 14th. And you can see Superman's fighting Zod at the streets, and the car and the yellow car's been flicked off. And you can see a promoted version of Superman there. And ages 6 to 12, product number 76002, and the DC Planet logo on this universe thing, but the only thing changed is that now beneath it we have the 2012 DC logo, which I give it the name the DC Book because I think it would refer to this logo, and this logo would have had names since the old logo, the DC Bullet, had a name. The DC Bullet we'll go over later when I get to other reviews with that logo. The S initial, which is just the irregular initial, which I could compare the two Supermans, and Heroes Not Loud, the size of a minifig, details, those in different languages, and the back is how to use it. You get to flick the car with that, flick this giant pole there, and Superman fighting Zod, who's lifting the car with one arm, like he's got great strength. I think their species have got greater strength than we thought. And now, too bad I can't bring the instructions. I could bring the minifigs. Oh. First off, you remember this version of Superman. He's all regular with the S like that, the lighter blue clothing, the red hip tights showing out. Now, we use that for Superman. Now we got a Henry Cavill version, and you can tell the differences by comparing them too. The head and the cape's the same, but the back heads are different. The back side of the heads are different. First off, this guy. Let me just take the head off. You can see that this guy pulls up a smile, but this guy is activating his I-beam visions. I-beam visions, we're not so sure if the film itself can do that. So I have to do this. That's because I don't have anything to hold this camera, to hold my iPod camera. Originally, I thought this version of Superman would never see that curl around his head. I thought the Lego minifig based on it would not have that, but I guess it does. Because I wasn't complaining. In Lego Batman released in 2009, not the superheroes version, and all the Bruce Wayne heads were the same name. Even if the Dark Knight suit for the 2008 sets of Lego Batman showed the same heads as the original version, and the 1989 version did the same. And you can see the differences with the S initials. This one looks more the S on this looks too much classy. It kind of reminds me of the Christopher Reeve Superman, but this one looks more like a Cavill version. It's more like a Cavill Snyder version. The reason I call it that because Snyder is going to be directing Zack Snyder is the director of this Man of Steel film, and Henry Cavill's playing him. And according to Wikipedia, said it will be part of the DC universe, but the Dark Knight trilogy will not be part of it because there's whatever reason the Dark Knight trilogy is known for. Well, it's kind of sparked to be like that. And the back detail is also different too. You can see silver parts coming out of him, whereas this guy doesn't. And the hip tights gives him he's wearing hip tights, but he doesn't. Well, there's this alien detail, and the belt is kind of like a silver string with a circle thing. That's all it's known for. And you see the front, you can see the inner front from his collar. There. And last but not least, Zod, the villain of that year. He, like Superman, just pulls off a regular face look, and behind it, activating his I-beam vision. He has the same hair as the superhero's version of Bruce Wayne's hair. Of course, I'd rather think the Lego Batman versions were released in 2009 to think that to be the real Bruce Wayne, because one, the superhero's version shares the same head as Clark Kent's, and two, the hair looks too much classy. The hair looks a bit more like he puts shiny gel on it, even though I'd rather think of Bruce Wayne not wearing that. And so I'd rather think of the Lego Batman version of Bruce Wayne. And I still have those guys, the original suit and the 2008 suit. And by that I don't mean the superheroes version based on the Dark Knight Rises. I'm talking about the ones that were released like the Dark Knight, and the and stuff. If you remember the Lego Batman released in 2009, that's what I mean. And now the props. Here's the street. Here's the part of the streets with the flashing light there, the stick, and a car. Be advised, I just put a minifig in there because seeing that I built random minifigs in the Lego store, I just need to find space for the Lego platform I could put all the minifigs in. And seeing that this car doesn't have someone to ride on, I just put a random minifig there. Yeah. Let's test. This looks like they're in some. This looks like a place that's still under construction, though. And something I did not know, and this is a new color that I've never seen on the piece we saw on the Shield car where Loki saw the Tesseract in the Loki Cosmic Cube Escape. This is now that coated silver color. And here's this thing where you flick it out like this. Of course, it says it's supposed to fly off, meaning you have to hit it that hard. But I don't know if I can do it. Let's just give it a try. And the car has to be flipped out like this. During its driving, then you hit this, and the car flips upside down. Of course, that could kill some. Of course, if anybody was driving that car, they could have been killed. And I think I know how Zod can carry it. If you can see, if I could just hit it at the. See these stick things. You could put a minifig's hand in there. Like, I'll put Zod's hand in there to prove it. Kind of like this. You can see where his hand's at. I think kind of gives out the impressive idea that as Superman's species along with Zod's. Which I don't know if they are the same species or not, because I'm not much more experienced with Superman compared to the Batman. Is that they have strong superhuman strength. Things. And I'll bet if there is anybody driving that car, and Zod does do that, they could freak out. They could freak out while the car is being lifted up, and they have a feeling that someone's going to drag it to kill them. But not before Superman intervenes, stopping him, and then grabs the car to safety. Other than that, that's all I can think of now. We'll also stay tuned for the new Man of Steel coming out in cinemas June 14th. And from the creators of the Dark Knight trilogy, but with new people. Zack Snyder's director, Henry Cavill as Superman, and Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White, who I know from Matrix as Morpheus, and Harry Lennox, who played Locke in Matrix, is returning as one of the general characters. I forgot his name, but he's not a bad guy. I don't think he's. I don't know, but Harry Lennox's character is not a bad guy. It's this guy and the two other associates. It's with them. If you see that giant Superman Battle of Smallville set, that Zod brought a giant battle fleet. Brought a giant battle fleet with him, and he's got more armor detail, like the thing you put around and the helmet in him. That's it. But it's gonna take me. But I could debate whether or not, but I don't think I might. Right. But that's all I can say for now. For now, this is Superman. This is Superman Metropolis Showdown. I'm gonna say Tom Mouse 1888 signing off. See you next time with.